Game Trailers. Best of E3 2009 Awards. Biggest surprise.
While leaks may have stolen the thunder from the reveals for Project Natal, the PSP Go, and The Last Guardian, and some excessive website mugging made the Metal Gear announcements a foregone conclusion, there were still more than enough big announcements to keep us on our toes.
And the nominees are 2 Marios, 1 console.
Get your mind out of the gutter and into the piranha plant pipe. Nintendo unleashed its Ace Plumber with 2 core platforming games. And while New Super Mario Bros. May be an up-res from the DS, the 4-player co-opetition and crazy power-ups give it an edge. And as for Super Mario Galaxy 2 being more of the same, well, when that means getting a sequel to GT's Game of the Year for 2007 without having to wait half a decade, color us flabbergasted.
Final Fantasy XIV Online.
After Microsoft's big hurrah, Final Fantasy XIII showing at the Sony presser was almost quaint. Until the quick follow-up regarding Final Fantasy XIV, which was met with polite chuckles.
And I'm proud to introduce and show the first footage anywhere of Final Fantasy XIV.
And then the trailer rolled out, and all of the oxygen in the Shrine Auditorium was sucked out. While the slippery online tag showed at the end, the preceding 90 seconds was like Christmas morning. We've never been on such a high, only to be dropped to the ground in such a short period of time.
Kojima whips Castlevania into shape.
Fingers were crossed for Zone of the Enders, but jaws dropped for Castlevania Lords of Shadow, which ended up being Kojima's mysterious mask tease. Lords makes sense for Castlevania, as the earlier Leipzig trailer had whips and monsters, but having Kojima take the reins as midwife, with no whip-wielding Iga in sight, left us as the ones going snap.
Metroid Other M.
While the vitality sensor may have conjured a mild moment of consternation, we weren't exactly shocked or awed. Not like when the Team Ninja logo sidled up with Nintendo's, and then it was suddenly Metroid, flirting again with the second dimension. Nintendo stunned us by appealing to the core with one of the biggest core developers around. Even with Itagaki gone, we wouldn't put it past them to include a Venus swimsuit as a reward for a swift finish.
Sony Motion Controller.
We'd gotten used to Motion Plus, so Microsoft's Natal wasn't blowing our doors off, mostly due to the fact that we'd seen the technology before at CES. Enter Sony. It may be currently called the Sony Motion Controller, but we'll just call it the Wand, because it's pure magic. The combination of holdable hardware and a camera trumps both its competitors, and the flurry of tech demos all looked like great starting points for making invigorating games.
And the winner is Metroid Other M.
The competition was fierce, but the Other M has the most mileage. We're having trouble sleeping at night, wondering what wonders await us in deep space. It struck the perfect balance for a big announcement, with an unexpected team-up and showing just enough to still keep it mysterious and allow launching points for crazy conjecture. Our visors are still scanning for any more info on what turned out to truly be the biggest surprise of the show.